Dr. Cutter here with the Chainsaw Hospital. Quick shout out to Nature's Cadence Farm. Mr. Cadence came in here and got me some new lighting in the Chainsaw Hospital, so super stoked for that. It's going to make it really nice for you guys to see what I'm doing down here on the operating table, and that's what we're going to do. We got an operation today. I've got an FB131, and what this is a bed redefiner. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these, but you drive it like this and you redefine your bed with it. Well, the fellow named Bo, thank you, Bo, by the way, for supporting the channel. We really appreciate, both channels actually, really appreciate everything that you've done for us. So just want a quick shout out for Bo. He doesn't use the bed redefiner very often at all. And so what he asked is if I could go find the parts to change over this machine, this whole machine to an actual trimmer of some sorts, a weed eater head, a string trimmer head, a strimmer head. And so I told him, yes, absolutely, let's do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this head off, the original bed redefiner off, and we're going to put on this brand new gearbox and bump feed. They call it the Auto Cut 25-2 from Stihl. So he does not want a guard on here. He says he always takes the guard off anyways, so that's great. Saved him a couple dollars with that. But these are not cheap. Got prices varying wildly. So you just got to look for them and pick them up. So I got one of these for him, and I got one of these for him. So let's jump in here. Let's get get everything scrubbed down, cleaned up, get some tools out of the autoclave, and go ahead and get the operation going. So our patient today is Pat, and it's going through a trans-attachment surgery. Blood type is 50-to-1 HP. That'd be Stihl HP, because Bo told me that's what he runs in Pat. Alright, I'm all scrubbed in, so let's get started. This bolt is located on the side of the gearbox here, the original bed redefiner. This is the one we need to take off. But let's get set up here with our surgery cloth. Okay, so we're going to pull this, just back that screw off. We don't need to remove it completely. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a little amputation here real quick. Just like that, the gearbox comes right off. So we'll set that to the side. Here's the new trimmer gearbox, and we'll go ahead and put that in place here. So once we have it attached, what I'm doing is kind of wiggling this back and forth, making sure it's in place, and then I'm jiggling this shaft here a little bit to make sure it's engaged with the clutch. And I'm looking at the clutch, which is located, up here toward the engine. Anyway, so it looks like we've got it on there. So now all we need to do is just make sure we get it aligned properly with the engine, and we're going to tighten down this screw right here to do that. So what I'm going to do is sight down, just straight down through here toward the engine, and that's perfect right there. So we're going to go ahead and tighten this screw up. So once we have that screw tightened down, we need to go ahead and put this washer and everything. This just fell off. It just kind of slides on there, just like that. So hold that in place, and then we're going to go ahead and put our bump feed trimmer head on there. So remember, this is a lefty tighty situation here. So we're just turning it counterclockwise facing the shaft, and at a point it's going to want to keep turning and not tighten up. But what I'm going to do is just put this little screwdriver in here. Stihl actually sells a tool that does, that drops right in there, but this is good enough. That's good. We're just going to hold that still and tighten that up. So that's it. So there you go. There's our trans attachment surgery. We're done. So let's go ahead and we're going to take this outside and fire it up and see what it sounds like. All right, let's see what Pat can do after its surgery. Comment down below if you know where the Pat reference came from. Some of you old timers, we'll call ourselves now, might get it. Some of you guys might not. Either way, yeah, so let's fire this thing up and see what's going on. So this Stihl does not have a stop switch that you have to position. You just have a momentary stop, which it's always ready to go. So we're going to pump our purge bulb here a few times. I did do some carburetor work to this. Put some new diaphragm and gaskets and stuff in there, but just basic kind of stuff. So next up, we have to take this choke switch and turn it to choke, which is in this position over here. And we're ready to pull on it a couple times. So let's see what happens. There we go. Alright, so one pull, and I'm just going to turn the choke switch to this medium position. Not all the way down, but in this medium position. Let's pull it again. That sounds good. We'll let it warm up for just a second, and then we'll try it out in these weeds right here. Alright, we got Pat all warmed up here, so let's go ahead and put it in some weeds and see how it does. Okay, well, Pat, looks like it is doing great. Go ahead and I tuned up the carburetor, and she's ready to go. So yeah, stay tuned for another video on these 4-mix carburetors. I've got another KM90R that I'll be doing one on, but this one's ready to go. So I'm going to get this back to Bo. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help this channel grow, which is the goal. And anyways, this is just what the doctor ordered.